Thanks, Jan. What an opportunity to be with you today. This amazing conference talking about AI and the opportunities it presents, the way that it's transforming the world as we know it today, our organizations, how we use technology. My name is Donovan Spronk. I currently lead the Czech and Slovak AI and data practice for Deloitte Central Europe, based out of the beautiful city of Prague. I'm also the AWS Alliance leader for Deloitte Central Europe, meaning that I facilitate conversation and go-to-market opportunities with AWS and Deloitte for Deloitte Central Europe. So to set the context today, we put forward 4 simple little notes or statistics from reports that we've recently reviewed. The first being that of the Deloitte State of AI, where we saw 82% of AI adopter organizations reported a positive ROI, with 63% of them reporting revenue increases. Further, Gartner goes on to say that by 2025, 30% of marketing messages from large organizations will be generated using AI. That's up from the 2% we saw in 2022. Economic Forum report states that the number of jobs requiring AI skills these days has increased by 450% since 2013. Followed by in 2030, AI is estimated to increase the global GDP by more than 15 trillion. That's currently more than the output of China and India combined. When we look at these statistics, there is no doubt in our minds that AI presents a massive opportunities for our organizations. And it's the great honor and privilege for me to have a fellow colleague from AWS joining us today in studio as Deloitte embraces AWS technologies for various AI-related functions, some of which are mentioned on the slide in front of me. But we are using AWS technologies to transform, revolutionize, optimize, invent new products with our clients. And it is such a privilege and honor for me to have my dear friend Vyas in studio with us today. Vyas, hey man, how you doing? Tell us what you do for AWS.
Hey Don, privilege being here. My name is Vyas Raj Kulkarni and you can call me Vyas. I'm an enterprise technology leader with AWS. I work with large enterprises and Deloitte to help them accelerate their journey on any digital transformation. So glad to be here, Don.
Stunning, man. Yeah, good to have you. And we're talking about the opportunities that AI presents within our respective markets. So from your perspective, at the global giant that AWS is, what are the opportunities that you're seeing within respective markets globally?
Oh, we're seeing tremendous amount of opportunities. I must say that we are in an inflection point, especially around AI and ML revolution, Don, simply because what's happening in the last few years in this area is significant. Just to give you a view, I mean, we've been talking about AI and ML for almost 30 years now. And it was observed even then that the only way AI and ML would be successful is when we have massive amounts of data and then massive compute to actually build the models. And in the last few years, I think we've got to the inflection point where the data proliferation as well as cloud computing like ourselves, where we have purpose-built inference engines which will actually help customers run their model, has enabled huge set of opportunities to build AI-based applications. In AWS, we see those in 4 different categories. The first one is enhancing customer experiences. This is where we are actually looking at customers using AI and solving many of the repetitive tasks around leveraging virtual assistants, chatbots, generative AI-based solutions to give intelligent solutions to actually help their customer experience.
Didn't we recently see some news? I think both Deloitte and AWS posted at the same time, just wrapping some solutions around generative AI. You guys released Amazon Bedrock. We've got a ton of clients talking about Gen AI at the moment. Sorry to interrupt you, just quite an exciting time to be alive, really.
Absolutely. It was 13th of April, Don, and I know we did the joint release on the same day. And that's actually throwing up a huge amount of opportunities, as we discussed about, especially around enhancing customer experiences. But while that's one opportunity area, there are many others, 3 other categories, which I would say. The second category would be is optimizing business operations, right? So this is to reduce cost. We are seeing predictive maintenance. using demand generation or demand planning. We are also saying quality control using computer vision, using AI models to actually optimize, which is helping businesses save cost. And this is, again, a significant improvement which is happening with a lot of services which we provide as AWS. The third section is about improving faster decision making for employees and organizations. I think today we have a plethora of services around intelligent search capabilities. We have services around forecasting. We also have services around root cause analysis, detection, and so on and so forth, which is helping customers make faster decisions and the right decisions, which is improving productivity. And last but not the least, right, using AI-powered systems, which people could not think about before, surely because of not having the compute and data. And now, large language models being available, people just need to extend that and leverage those models to build their own capability. And we're seeing a huge, huge opportunity around that area as well, Don.
And we're talking a bit about opportunities, but if we think about use cases more from a technology standpoint, like what are the 3 top use cases that you're seeing people use your platforms for these days?
I think, as we spoke earlier, generative AI is actually one of the biggest asks which we are seeing from our customers, especially around the fact that how can we build intelligent systems, conversational AI, which will actually be specific to their data with their privacy being taken care of, and essentially providing good customer experiences for their end customers. That's one of the use cases. The other one is more around the financial services. We are looking at intelligent document processing. We are looking at fraud detection, anti-money laundering. And those are some of the use cases which AI is actually solving for our customers around financial services. And the third area is automotive. I mean, we're looking at predictive maintenance, computer vision based quality control, which is, again, reducing a lot of repetitive task for our customers and then helping them improve their whole production line. So those are the areas. But I think what I'm the most thrilled about, Don, is the ability to do what I call as multimodal AI. And this is where you have data coming from multiple systems, which are usually disparate, right? So, and it's very hard for you to correlate that real time and make decisions. And now we have capabilities, for example, in a contact center applications where someone can actually respond through a chat bot and also receive assistance to a voice controlled assistant, all happening at the same time, right? So this is something which is exciting. We're seeing a huge sort of companies using those use cases and giving the best experience to their customers.
And VS, this is just absolutely incredible. I mean, piecing those features together within the compute power and scale of AWS is absolutely amazing. I've seen it in practice. And, we're talking to an audience which might be at various stages of their maturity within this AI segment. So what are the skills, what are the knowledge bases or the types of knowledge our clients would need to have in order to embrace these sorts of services and features using your technologies?
That's a great question, Don. I mean, this is one of the most common questions I get asked, especially by all enterprises. One of the things I would say is the first thing, the most important thing is to get your hands dirty. There is no substitute to get experience, right? In that spirit, I think on 27th of April, we are running an experience lab, and this audience and beyond are actually probably invited to come play around with the system directly. Some of the use cases we talked about, including multimodal AI, right? So that would be a great way to start. But having said that, if you think about AI, it's all about getting your data to work. And the most important skills which enterprises to think about is the data analytics, right? From collecting data, extracting it, and making sure that the right data is fed into the model, because garbage in gives you garbage out. That's one skill. Machine learning is an important skill to think about to ensure that the right models are actually applied for your scenario. And last but not the least, knowing the power of compute, right? So we at AWS have built purpose-built silicons, especially for creating large models, knowing which models to use, which processes to use, and get the best cost benefit is something which we would recommend to be another skill for people to learn.
Stunning. VS, and having worked with you guys for some time, I know you're obsessed about your customers. So are we as Deloitte. So VS, thank you so much for that. If you didn't hear what VS mentioned a moment ago, we'll be running an experience lab on the 27th of April. It's a virtual connect. There'll be a QR code on your screen right now. Give that a snap. Please do register, join us. There'll be a number of sessions you can attend. Get your hands dirty. AI and cloud is for all people from all walks of life. Yes, thanks again, my friend. Good to have you with us. And without further ado, I get to hand over to Miroslav, the ex-Chief Data Officer at Avast, for his expert opinion on the barriers that organizations face while adopting AI. Thank you.